NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions on Thursday night primetime.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
First carry for David Montgomery. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg, just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Love out quickly to Doubs. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle Gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
A second down throw for Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft.
Holding, offense.
That's on the former second-round pick, Elton Jenkins.
Second down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He's got it at about the 8, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
McManus, and the field goal unit come on. This from 30 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Packers on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Williams in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's a 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Nice grab there by Sam Laporta, and he's looking to follow up here in year 2, Mike, on what's been one of the best rookie campaigns we've seen from a tight end in a long time. 2nd team All-Pro, led all tight ends with 10 touchdowns. You just don't see young tight ends make the transition as quickly as he did last year in Detroit.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Love. A quick slant. Looked in by Watson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. In motion, Reed. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at about the 28, but move the chains. That's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go. Once again, it's Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a third down and 4. Now, Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Love. That one on target to Watson. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6. Love to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's gotta be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
This one caught by Patrick. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Goff to throw on 1st down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this 1st half as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Love to throw on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Love. That is intercepted by the first-round pick from Alabama, Terrion Arnold.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Williams in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That one, take it in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These wide, outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Here's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Space to run inside the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 7-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's Jacobs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Second and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, it's Dorsey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. That one knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. It's second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
with the give to Montgomery. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Goff. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first down, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and a yard. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, they go with Montgomery. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Quick throw, taken in. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open. A second down throw for Goff. And he
got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Patrick motioning here. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing here is Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Love. Toward the middle, that one caught by Watson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because mistake. Like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A second down throw for Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A pass taken in by Watson.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
It is 2nd down and 5. Love to throw. Right back to Watson. Another grab. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first.
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st down. On play action, Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now, on 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.